Hey, Vsauce! So lately I've been thinking about Spider-Man PS4 and some of the villains that are going to be in it, and I've been thinking about Peter Parker as well. Now, one of the things about Peter Parker is that he's straight out of college and he works as a scientist. Now, that's a big thing. He has a job. Now, who can possibly be his boss? I'm just saying, spoiler alert, it's a possibility. I'm being serious. Like, this is a huge possibility. I think this is like, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like 98% sure this is like, yeah. He's working for Dr. Octavius. I know. It's just the most logical choice. And if they're bringing back the two most iconic villains of this character, Green Goblin and Dr. Oct, I mean, think about this. They're doing it in the most nonchalant way. The mayor and Peter's boss. Boom. Right there. You have two great villains that are basically right there for you, and you don't really have to put too much work into it, but you already have them there, and then you can just turn them into villains when you want to. Give them their own story and their own type of origin that they can kind of make unique. Clearly, they're going off of like the Spider-Man 2, where Dr. Octavius was like a mentor to Peter Parker in that movie, and in a way, it can very easily work in this game as well if they wanted to try to pull off something like that, and then twist, of course, Dr. Octavius into becoming Doc Ock by doing the experiments that he does on himself, and then, of course, gives himself the powers that he has. And I mean, the same thing's gonna happen to the Green Goblin. I don't know how. He's rather gonna get transformed into him, or he's going to turn himself into it. But no matter, I mean, they're not going to introduce Norman and not introduce like put in Green Goblin. Same thing with Doc Ock. And it seems like if Peter is going to be working for somebody, and that is a huge part of the story where he gets, kind of tied up within Spider-Man's world and working, then we can easily see Dr. Octavius get mad at him, and there could be a huge confrontation between the two, like, you're never here, blah, 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 something like that. And it could work very easily and have those two rather be friendly, or maybe they could be hostile to each other, and that can drive him to kind of go after Peter and maybe even go after Spider-Man. So, Dr. Octavius just seems like the obvious choice for it. If they're going to be going in a different direction, they could do something like Oscorp, but I don't really see it. I just don't know who else he could really be working for. He's not working for Tony Stark. They're not going to pull an MCU, luckily. I just don't know what else they're going to be doing. So when we look at everything, we put it all together, he's not confirmed. Like, I don't want to say anything. Okay, I can't say anything. He's not 100% confirmed by Insomniac. So, it's not 100% confirmed at all. So, I mean, basically, we have to wait and see. But he could be a huge part of the story if they wanted to involve his character. Clearly, they're trying to do something different with all of the villains. And the fact that the lineup of the Sinister Six is completely different from, like, the comics and stuff, it's so odd because, Mr. Negative is on the team. That's what really screws up the entire lineup. It's Mr. Negative right there. Like, look at this. It just doesn't seem right, does it? There's 5 of them, sure. That probably messes up my brain a little bit. But the negative thing, Mr. Negative, dude, look at him. Look at him. He just doesn't fit. It's gonna be the team up is gonna be fun. It looks good. I'm interested in what they're doing with the team up and who's gonna be the leader. But it's not Dr. Octavius. It just, why would he? I mean, unless they go with my idea, which, let's be honest, I'm not a writer. I'm stupid as shit. They're not gonna listen to me unless they go with the Peter and Dr. Octavius are antagonistic towards each other. There's no way he's gonna be the leader of the Sinister Six. And I just don't really see Peter being that type of guy towards his boss. Because he never did that with J. Jonah Jameson in the comics. He's never done that in the movies with him. Unless, of course, it's emo. This, whatever that is. And, it just doesn't seem like he would do that in this game unless he was controlled somehow. But it just doesn't seem like they're going to do that. Dr. Octavius just seems like he's going to be his boss. And somewhere down the line, he's going to turn into Doc Ock and, of course, be against him. But I don't think he's going to be the leader. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense at all. I just don't see it happening. And people are saying that it's claws and stuff at the end. Yeah, you can hear it. But, I mean, that would just seem a little too obvious. It just, in my opinion. So that's just all I got to say. Tell me your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I really do love all your guys' support. I mean, in the last video, let me see. Holy shit. 823 people liked that video. I got 200 dislikes. It's whatever. You know, people get mad at the title. It's not that big of a deal. I'm talking about Spider-Man PS4 hype. You know, that's in the title, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 800 is what really matters. That's the big number that I like. That's the green thing that I like seeing. And I appreciate all of your guys' support. And if you can drop a like for this video right now, that would be amazing. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out. That was